Welcome back, Panther fans. I'm David Brown here with Ryan Graham,
Hey, y'all.
Tim Thurber,
Hello.
and this is State of Atlanta. Ryan, are you as drunk this week as you were last week?
Well, no, because I wasn't out with y'all.
Y'all, it was just me.
Just
I wasn't even drinking that much.
No, I'm a little toasty. I left work a little earlier than I normally do. My kid is off this week. I don't know what it is. I asked her why, and she said for Valentine's Day, and I said that's absurd.
That's also Saturday.
You should get a refund.
You're making me less happy, not more happy about this. You know.
Well, my kids are out next week for midwinter break.
That must be what this is.
Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of
I think we follow
Valentine's,
the DeKalb school calendar.
well, I'm both. I'm in that hybrid area where I'm DeKalb County, but Atlanta City.
You're special.
Yeah, something like that. All right. What we got, guys?
Hell if I know. What do
Super
we
Bowl.
have?
I don't know. The Super Bowl,
Yeah,
that
Super
happened,
Bowl.
right?
Yeah, I had a sad part. I actually went over to Danny's to watch the Super Bowl game, and I'm talking to him on the couch, and Kim's like, "Are there any Georgia State players in the Super Bowl?" And I'm like,
No.
"Yeah, I think that we were talking about it. I think that Will Lutz is the only Georgia State player still in the league right now, right? Because Shandon, I think, is out, who would have been the last other player. So we've got nobody until Ted Hurst gets in this cycle, right?
Jesse Minter, count it.
Counting Jesse Minter.
Count
All right,
it.
cool. Well,
Count it.
not in the Super Bowl, so
One of us.
yeah. I mean, I'm proud of Jesse, but I still don't count him as a Georgia State guy. He kind of cut his teeth here, and which is great. I'm excited for him. I wish nothing but the best for him, and that he can get into a team that has a better color scheme than purple. But he was a coach. He wasn't a player. So
Wait, where'd he go to?
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Oh, so he is in purple. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying
purple.
at least he's not in purple, but
He needs to leave the team of purple.
He got great. He got our great blue. Then he went and got green, right? Somewhere. All right.
Where did he go after? I don't remember where he went directly after here, but he ended up at Michigan where he was the blue.
Oh yeah, right. That's right. Yeah. So he stayed blue.
Other
he stayed blue, and then
Yeah.
he went purple. Purple's mostly blue.
Mostly blue. A little splash of red, depends on how bright of a purple you're going for. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer. But yeah, but Ted Hurst will go in the draft. I think I've seen as high as a third round for him, which would be cool.
I feel like we've talked about this before with other players, and I doubt we have a player that goes that high. I think there's still
second rounder, maybe.
I'm saying lower. I'm saying
Third round,
worse. Like it'll be
fourth
later.
round, fifth round,
It'll be
sixth
later
round.
than third, I think.
Well, has anybody besides Bielakidi been drafted? I know we've had players in the league, but they weren't drafted. Lutz wasn't drafted. Wilson wasn't drafted. Was Penny or Shandon was drafted, wasn't he?
I want to say nobody else was. They got picked up right afterwards when lots of people are getting their little weird signings, and I feel
undrafted free agents.
And that's when you start finding all these gems too. There's a lot of really good talent that ends up getting picked up there. The draft is whatever, man. I don't know. I've gotten less excited about it.
I am very surprised by this list. Travis Glover, 6th round, 2024. Robert Davis, 6th round, 2017. Joe
Bielakidi,
6th round, and Ulrich John.
Ulrich, yeah, I forgot about Ulrich. Yeah, so Shandon was not drafted then, right?
Surprised by this list.
So Shandon is in top 5 of longevity.
And I think he was one of those ones that got picked up immediately afterwards and was on a practice squad somewhere.
Yeah, Lutz has had the longest career. Wilson would be next, but was it Penny Hart that was in there for a minute? He bounced around.
He was at the Colts.
Yeah, Robert. Yeah, he got injured quite a bit.
He was kind of little, in general. Even on our team, he was kind of little.
Well, Lutz is kind of our guy right now, right?
Oh man, could you imagine that NFL? Actually, we were talking about you, Ryan, at the game about
I know.
You loving
Duh.
you
What
loving
else
that
are you gonna
game
talk
because
about?
because it was like just boring.
Boring
and
as
that's
shit.
the kind of game that you like.
What are you talking about? They almost broke the record for number of sacks in a Super Bowl. Like, what are you saying is boring? It was amazing. It was awesome.
They broke the record for the number of kicks made in a Super Bowl, and that guy did not get the MVP. But see, that was kind of my point when I was talking about. Could you imagine if Will Lutz was that kicker in the Super Bowl that was
made all the field goals,
was setting the records? We'd be losing our minds over that kind of side. But he should have gotten the MVP. The kicker should have gotten the MVP. Who did Darnold end up getting the MVP, or did they give it to the running back?
The running back, yeah,
Walker.
back.
Yeah. I mean, like,
He was
good.
really good.
I
I hadn't seen him at all, and that dude is amazing. That guy's crazy fast.
The kicker outscored the entire Patriots.
I think Bunny had more yards than the Patriots, is what they were saying.
The streaker had more yards than the Patriots.
Streaker
did.
had more yards. I mean,
did you hear about the streaker?
that in and of itself is a great game. You know, I mean,
I don't know if this is true or not because I fall for scams on the internet all the time. Just ask my Nigerian Prince friends. But supposedly the streaker put $50,000. The guy put $50,000 a prop bet that someone would run on the field during the game, and then he went and did it to fulfill his own bet.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
It sounds like it should be, and I'm not going to drop $50,000 on the chance that they're probably going to pay out if they find out it's me. But if you saw the video, they had a decoy, like somebody else jumped off the wall first to grab the attention, and then he jumped off with his like little AI, I guess they're AI glasses, whatever it is.
The meta glasses,
meta glasses.
I saw the video from the glasses.
He's done this before though. He did in the last Super Bowl, apparently, is what I read somewhere. So yeah,
I thought if you ever got on the field, like did that kind of thing, they banned you from the NFL forever.
I mean, it's pretty hard to ban someone.
You think they pass around your picture and like ask every security guard to memorize it? Like, do not let this guy in.
Yeah, when they show up and when they clock in the morning, there's a picture. There's like the most wanted board of all the people. Remember like all these faces.
500 people on a board. Don't let any of these people in. It was too funny. So the question you got about is any Georgia State player in the Super Bowl? I got the same question. We're up at a cabin for the Super Bowl, and I said, sadly, no, not yet. Right. But you never know in the future. We'll hit at some point. We'll get someone on the team that makes the Super Bowl.
Well, Trent Miles has a ring. If we're counting coaches, he got his ring with Philadelphia. So I think he's back in the league again. He's with another team now.
Oh, really?
I could be wrong on that. I think I saw that
somewhere. You
guys
talked about a defensive struggle, but like I thought it was something for everyone because like the last quarter and a half or so, like the offenses started kind of like they didn't get a ton of yards, but they were scoring. Like it was sort of weird. Like they were like popping off some big plays. And I was like, oh, a little something for everybody, you know. People who hung around got who want offense. Got rewarded. They got to see a little offense.
Right.
It's not our fault that the Pats went out and got a high school quarterback to go play. Like you know, I mean, you know, poor guy. He still has his acne. He's got to like get cleaned up. And
speaking of high schools, McDonald, the coach for Seahawks, went to the high school that I was supposed to go to, Centennial High in Roswell. Opened up my senior year of high school, but because I'd already gone the first 3 years at Chattahoochee, I was able to go out of district or out of zone or whatever they call it. But yeah, so Centennial was like the high school that I would have gone to. Granted,
that's the one out on
a
Holcomb
long
Bridge,
time
right?
before him. Yeah, Falcon Bridge. Yeah.
I lived right next to there for a while,
and I think the reporter or somebody else that was on the stage with him also, they went to school together. Like they were in Centennial at the same time. So a little Roswell repping the Super Bowl.
I think they got in trouble because they were shooting up their players though.
Oh, injection?
I'm pretty sure they got in trouble. It was either them or you, Chattahoochee. It was either Chattahoochee or Centennial. I always mix up the two.
Shoot up some players.
But I think it was Centennial got in trouble for giving illegal injections to their football players.
They need a Billy Bob over there. Pull off your arms and beat you to death with them. That needle gets anywhere near his knee.
You know,
they need to figure out how to cheat better. Is what they need to do.
That's right.
Chattahoochee, my alma mater, is the home of Charlie Whitehurst, the quarterback for Seahawks for a half a minute. He went to my high school.
You gotta feel good for Sam Darnold too. He's been bounced around the league, right?
Did you see he owes Ryan? You're gonna love this one, dude. Sam Darnold it has to pay the state of California for playing in the Super Bowl. They
shouldn't do Super Bowls there.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't do Super Bowls there anymore. So I guess the players get $178,000 game check for winning the Super Bowl. So he made $178,000, but then he was there for the week leading up to it. And the way California's income tax works is they tax you off your entire salary based off the number of days you work in the state. So the fact that he was there for 5 days, he gets taxed for 5 days worth of his $100 million contract, and he owes so much. Anyhow, the net for him was he owes the state of California $71,000 for playing in the Super Bowl. I mean, it's hard to feel bad for these guys when they have a $100 million contract. But at the same time,
he owes them $71,000 for making $200,000 in their state or something. Is really what it is. But that's still like an obscene number.
No, but it's crazy. It's net negative for him. He owes $71,000 more than the 178 he made. So it's a net negative.
No, there's something wrong with that. There's something wrong with
because
I don't believe that.
They're not taxing him off the 178. They're taxing him off his entire salary
plus the 178
entire salary. Even though Washington has no income tax, California is taxing his income off his entire salary for the 5 days he was there.
Does California have property tax or no?
They have to.
Yeah. They do, but they actually weirdly do something that I like and that I support and that I push for and I have pushed for, which is freezing it. So it's like it's you only pay taxes on what you paid for the property. So like if you own the property, if it's like a multi-generational home and it, paid $10,000 for it, like 50 years ago, then you're paying on $10,000. But if you bought it yesterday and you paid $600K,
whatever the price,
you're paying $600K. But if you live in it for 10 years, you're paying $600K. Like that's it.
Yeah, that's why there's a lot of multi-million-dollar trailer homes there because people bought the land and they can't build on it. Otherwise, their property tax goes up. So they just expand it onto their trailer home year after year after year.
That's
multi-million-dollar. Yeah, it is dumb. All right,
this is a different podcast. Can we?
We're getting off topic there.
It's never a bad time to trash taxes.
I will agree with that.
I don't disagree.
Especially coming up since we're going to be paying those things in a couple of months here. All right, I don't know. We didn't really have we had a basketball game since we talked last week. We recorded so late last week. Oh yeah, we did. We have a game on Saturday. Who did we play on Saturday?
Northern Illinois.
Oh yeah, NIU. Yeah, we lost to those guys. I was following along.
So we're
on that
0 for 2 in our MAC challenge
for this season. Yeah.
We've ruined our streak.
Yeah. So it's just
we're back to doggy doo.
So this subject kind of came up on Panther Talk, and it's something I wanted to talk about was what's going to happen with Hayes. We all say that Hayes isn't going anywhere because Cobb is not going to fire somebody on his way out. But here's the problem. Why haven't we heard about Cobb leaving? If it's true that he's leaving, Blake knows that he's leaving, Cobb is leaving.
Right.
Like, it's a complete disservice to every supporter of the programs, every fan, every coach, every player to not announce that he's leaving and say we're searching for somebody else. Just go ahead and put it out there. Like, are they literally going to wait up until August or whatever that date is that his contract is finally over? And cool, I guess we need to find somebody now.
My hope is soon, March, mid-March, April, before we get to the end of the year, academic year. There's some kind of, hopefully behind the scenes, there's some kind of search that one of us know about. Because why would fans know about anything at Georgia State? Wow.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, David. Like we should, but I don't think it's indicative of anything other than the continued lack of communication from our university about athletics. Like it's like we're just used to it now. But they don't even do that. I mean, just like I can do like a workflow, like put out a press release and whatever.
We need an AI athletic director agent.
Well, right.
Yeah.
It would communicate.
It's a complete. Just do they even care about having athletics anymore? I guess we know the answer.
We don't want to say that.
We don't want to hear the answer to that question.
Let's not go down that path.
We should have news either way at this point. The comms is lacking no matter what. If you're keeping them, then tell us you renewed or that you're in negotiations to renew. That's something that normally comes out. Like that's what most fan bases get this news, and we're just not getting it.
Well, so we heard that through the rumblings through Ben and everybody else that we talked to, but like I talked to my cousin's husband's sister is a director up at. She works in academics at Georgia State. She's over one of the departments over there, and I was talking to her over Thanksgiving. They know he's gone. Academics knows that Cobb is gone. Like it's not like just some kind of sports.
That's weird.
Athletic department rumblings. She knows it. That's what she's the one that told me that she thinks he's out in May, but I guess his contract is technically through August. So it's not like it's just something that we're talking about offhand or rumors or whatever. It sounds like he really is gone, and I just don't understand why we're not doing something, acknowledging it, bring in the best we can to do something. And maybe if that guy can get in here now, maybe we do get rid of Hayes. I mean, it's too late to get rid of McGee for this season.
Well, that's what I think you do is you go ahead and you replace him and you give him some honorary title to pay out his remaining contract, and he either works as an advisor or, frankly doesn't. Frankly, like go hang out on the freaking lake for a couple months, whatever, man.
I think that's the process is Cobb has been reassigned to this department for the next 2 or 3 months, and so has now been hired as the new athletic director.
Yeah, I think the timing of this is going to be terrible. I think is what we're trying to say, right? Like you either need to do something and do it now and pull the plug on Hayes, because let's be honest, we're trending back to where we were, right? We had a little flash in the pan, it looked good, and it's just not panned out. But if you don't do anything, and you wait until August, like what? Hayes has another year if you do that. He's not going anywhere. You're not going to fire a coach in August.
No, absolutely not.
You'd be like, it doesn't matter anyway. He's fired.
I'd fire a coach in February.
Well, that's when you want him to be fired.
I'd fire a coach and give me a month. I'll do
December.
I'll do it. March. This is in the tourney. I'll do it
every month. Let's go.
I mean, this is what you want to do. You want at this point you give Hayes until the end of the regular season. You fire him. He doesn't make the trip to Pensacola. I don't know if Jarvis just rage quits. That's an awkward situation to be in. Yeah. But you send the team down to Pensacola with interim head coach and knowing that you're not going to do crap. And if you do good, then fantastic. But that's the way the process should be. But you're not. I don't want Cobb to hire the next head coach.
That's my next question. Like, do you want Cobb to fire and hire?
I don't want him to, but we need to get rid of this guy. It's not working. It's not panning out. I mean, we were very, very excited about Hayes. I think everybody was excited about Hayes. We gave him the benefit of the doubt for a long time. It's not working. He'll go on to his next head coaching job and win the NCAA tournament. He'll take some program that nobody's ever heard of, like Tarleton State or some crap like that, and he'll take them up there and win the whole damn thing. But he's not going to do it here. He's not going to do it here. So, so I sent you guys a tweet a couple of days ago as well, and I think this relates back to the same thing. Some site, some Twitter account did the job rankings for college basketball in the Sun Belt, and Georgia State comes in at 7.
Yeah,
dead center out of a team conference of 14. Monroe, obviously, dead last place. But this is apparently an anonymous poll to coaches asking them what programs are what most attractive jobs in the Sun Belt for college basketball. Georgia State comes in at 7. That right there is an indictment to how poorly Cobb is managing this whole athletic program. If you put an Atlanta job with a 52,000 enrollment and a brand new facility, a team that's gone to the tournament 4 out of 6 years before Hayes came in, and we ranked 7. Yeah, we should totally easily be top 3.
You might even be number 1. I mean, like,
so they've got Jimmy Madison as number 1, and I get it. They have the money, they have the history, they have the ugly color, they got all that kind of crap. Old Dominion is number 2. Marshall is number 3. Like, how is Arkansas State is number 4. How is Jonesboro, Arkansas more attractive than Atlanta and Georgia State? Lafayette at number 5. Now, granted, they had pretty good run and everything, but still, this is an embarrassment for Georgia State to be number 7 behind these programs. Appalachian State at number 6. Appalachian State at basketball is a more attractive job
And
than Georgia
boom.
State.
Yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunately, it's just the way things have panned out. I think like, is this job less attractive because we've had 3-4 losing seasons in a row? 4, yes, 4. Like, yeah, it's not as attractive a job anymore, and any momentum you gained from Hunter and Lanier evaporated, right? Just gone.
The good news about basketball is it's definitely a program, is a type of sport in college athletics where one good hire can completely change everything. We saw it with Coach Hunter. Coach Hunter came in with Rod Barnes guys and he won. So,
which is pretty amazing.
If we could, absolutely amazing. If we can find the right coach, there's nothing. Hell, Coach Hunter and Lanier, after Coach Hunter did all the success he had, was told that Georgia State was not a program you could win at, and Lanier found a way. Hell, the last game we played before Hayes took over the reins was that NCAA game against number 1 overall Gonzaga, and we were holding them to the line, man. We were in that game.
It was so good until Sosa May got hurt.
Until Sosa May got injured, and then it kind of fell to pieces. But hell, like how far we've dropped under Hayes, and not having an attractive ranking. We're better than Texas State, Troy, South Bama, Coastal, trashed. I love trash seeing down there at 12. They
way down
lower.
there. They're right there with ULM.
Southern Miss.
ULM has like ULM at least like they like embrace it. Frankly, they're like, no, we get it. We're sort of like we don't spend a lot of money on this. We sort of live out in the boonies. Like yeah, we got these like the duck call people. These are our funders, whatever. But like TDS, they try to chest thump and all that shit, and everybody's like,
They did make a good hire though. Was it? It's JMU's head coach, Byington or whatever his name is. Like
Byington,
where he came from there. He was doing well there, and then
Monroe.
No, he was at Southern, and
trash,
and JMU stole him. Basically, they're like, "Hey, we'll take that," and he obviously wanted to leave. I mean, who doesn't
want to leave Statesboro? Like that's like if you've ever been there, I know you've been there, Tim. There's like one road going in and like 16 lanes leaving Statesboro. It's like no one wants to go there. Everyone wants to leave. It's like the California of Georgia.
Like watching our game against them at their new convocation center. If we got that, I would be embarrassed. Like
they are. That is one thing I will give some credit to the trash fans is they're not happy about their new basketball court.
It is so bad.
But here's the thing: is building stuff out there is so much cheaper. It's so much land. They can spread out as wide as they need to go. They can find a cheap plot and put it
their co-eds.
Hey yo,
spread out wide and go deep.
Well, I mean that's why I wasn't even considering going to school there. I was like, man, if I get off the bus and get there, like I'm gonna catch something. It's in the air. I know it. Like I'm just no, thank you. I don't need that in my life. And this is high school Ryan, who is like happy to catch something. I'm like, that's fine.
He's like, how do I find it? Let me get there.
It's fine for the right lady, but TDS is not a lady. So
I didn't even know what Georgia Southern was. Like when I was first started, I was so disconnected from anything. I had no clue. It wasn't until I was driving down Cortland and I saw a bumper sticker that said the real GSU Georgia State. And I was like, there's another one? I have no idea.
There are 2?
Grambling in Louisiana.
There are 3?
Yeah.
That's the real GSU.
So what you're really trying to say in this whole discussion, David, is that this next hire is ginormous. Like it'll set a foundational direction for the program. Whether we're going to continue the Hayes direction and just continue plowing ourselves downward, or we rise back to where we used to be in the top 3 of the Sun Belt.
It could be.
Simple.
It very well could be. But what I'm really trying to say, the question I'm asking is, who the hell is going to do the hiring? It's not going to be. I'm shocked if it's Cobb, Blake.
I've said this before. I'll say it again. Our hiring, even under these people, has been phenomenal. It's been great. When you go look at on paper, when you go look at it, we've been very happy with the hires that have happened, and they don't pan out for various reasons. And I don't believe that the reasons are because we hired the wrong person. I think they're really good at figuring out who the right person on paper is and doing that. So I'm not even that worried about that. My problem is holding people accountable. So like anyone who comes into the AD, they have to understand that the university doesn't give a shit. and that they have to give a shit anyway. I mean, it's just true.
It's a really
That's what
difficult
McGee's doing.
sell.
Yeah, it's hard. If my boss, that's what I stop working when my boss doesn't give a shit. Like, if I'm working on something and like no one cares that I'm working on it, I stop working on it. That's just why would I put a bunch of effort into something that nobody gives a shit about?
But like, we're supposed to be a stepping stone program. We're supposed to be one of those programs where coaches come in, they win like Lanier did. You win in 2-3 years, and then you take a big paycheck somewhere else and continue on your journey. That's what these coaches should be doing. And I know Hayes came in at a very inopportune time in college athletics with the NIL and the portal. The whole face of college sports changed, but programs are reacting to it. Programs are figuring out a way to do something. Why can't we? And I feel like Atlanta, Georgia should be the easiest sell to all these college recruits.
Yeah, you'd think so.
I think transferring in should be. I mean, that's been our bread and butter. I mean, that's what Hunter like made his bones on, is transferring in. It's easier to get transfers now, frankly. So it's like, hey, how about we go out there and say, don't you want to come home to Atlanta? Because Atlanta is home to so many people. And even if they've never been here before, Atlanta's home.
Mm-hmm.
Come on out. Come on. Like, come spend a year here, frankly. Whatever. And then,
ball out, get paid.
Ball out, get paid, go somewhere else. It's cool. It's cool. We're into that. Like, come on. We just need to embrace the newness and get going.
What's like Monroe embraces the suck, we need to embrace the blow.
Hey man, look, they got that locked down. They own last place. That's something to be proud of. They got it locked. What's the consensus on Panther Talk? Like, what are people saying? What do they want? Do they want Hayes gone now? Do they want him gone later? Does anyone want to give him another year at this point?
I don't think anybody.
Okay.
I don't think he wants to give him another year. I think there's people like us that accept the fact that he'll be back another year, because you're not gonna. If we get a new AD, and even if we get an AD in June, you're not gonna. The carousel has come to a complete stop at that point. You're not going to go and find somebody then. So I think we're stuck with Hayes. I think that, but there's people that just want him gone immediately, like should never get back on the bus and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, and it's just not going to happen.
A little too far.
I appreciate the passion, but I think that they're just not paying attention to the bigger picture. Shocking, college sports fans not looking at the bigger picture. That never happens, right? So I don't think anybody's like, hey man, one more year and he'll get this together. But he's had a new squad every year. He's never had the same team twice.
That's kind of the nature of the beast these days.
He's bad at roulette. I guess that's what the answer is. He just never hits.
Well, and that is the thing, is again, on paper,
his
recruiting classes have been okay, right? I mean, they've been up there. They've been in the top tier of the Sun Belt at least, right? So that should put us technically in the top tier of the Sun Belt at least. So
what you're really saying is coaching's the problem.
I mean, I think so. I pointed it out before. I feel like it was 2 years ago now, but the putting your hands up, I'm like, that's not a coach. Coach in college should not be telling you to keep your hands up. Like that's high school, middle school ball.
To be fair, Hunter had to do that a lot.
I didn't see it.
Our teams were a little sloppy at times on defense. Like we were just like, we'll outscore you. We don't care. Like that was our thing. Like,
oh, we ain't outscoring anybody these days.
No. So maybe the basics are needed.
Unless one person goes off and scores 60 points, we're not outscoring anybody.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean,
that'd
Hamilton,
be so nice.
Like after he had that
30 points, whatever
bonkers games, like 38, he's been quiet, super quiet.
He blew his load. I mean, that's what you do. Look, an average is an
blew
average
it at home instead of away.
An average is an average for a reason. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna come down to earth. Like you might ball out, but if your average is low and you're gonna come back down to it, then like, oh, that sucks. And that really means you're gonna have a couple of zeros.
He's in his refractory period right now. So
he's just waiting for the right time to blow that next load.
Well, and even with Hunter's teams, we knew there definitely was like in every game you could be like, this person has a hot hand. Often it was RJ, but when RJ would cool off, there was always somebody behind him who sort of backed him up and would get hot as well. You know what I mean? And so like we always sort of had that balance, and it feels like now we don't have that, and we only have one person who might get hot every now and again. but there's no balance to it. There's not a bunch of people doing it. I don't know.
The Hunter teams, obviously, RJ when he was there was a star, and then then when he left, coach found other stars to be there. But you always had, when you had the 5 men on the court, it wasn't always just the star. You always had another 1 or 2 on the court that could make something happen, that could draw those players away. You can't just all focus everything on this one person to do something. And it was so sexy. These guys just like getting right up the middle and jumping up and getting these layups and getting the layup. Getting the layup,
Are we talking about basketball anymore?
Dude, it was sexy.
Load, Yeah,
it was sexy. Watching like Devontae, or Devin Mitchell get in there and just bob and weave right between the defensive players and get up there and get that layup. That was awesome. That was so much fun.
Yeah, but now it's
Ryan doesn't like my.
I think Ryan's watching porn right now.
Am I watching porn? Like what's going on right now?
Super
it's not
sexy.
My kind. It's not my kind. But
right now we're really ugly on the court. No one wants to.
It just doesn't look like a cohesive team.
Yeah. I mean, four losses in a row. I don't. You just can't do that. This late in the season, late January, early February, you should be starting to roll, which it looked like we were starting to roll, but we've just come apart, losing to horrible team. Losing to good teams, but close. I guess I didn't watch Northern Illinois, but I mean we lost by 1. Apparently we had a chance to win it.
It was more than 1, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, it was 1. Yeah. And they're a garbage team too. Like that was a game that we were supposed to win. They don't even want to play us. The MAC teams, MAC coaches didn't want to have this game, and they walk away with the win. Head back to Northern Illinois. Is there anything in Northern Illinois besides Chicago?
North Chicago?
There's nothing in Illinois except for Chicago.
There isn't. There's nothing in Illinois besides Chicago.
No, it's all just a big suburb or just farmland.
Farmland. It's just like corn as far as the eye can see. Flat corn land.
Mm-hmm.
So who we got next? What's our next game? What are we playing?
So
we are hopefully not.
We're at Jimmy. We're at Jimmy on Thursday, and then we're at ODU on Saturday, and then we finish the season with a 4-game home stretch.
Okay, so we got 2 games against almost the worst teams in the league.
Oh yeah, Jimmy wasn't doing that good this year.
Jimmy's terrible. Old Dominion's terrible.
How bad are they?
Jimmy Madison's 4-8. Old Dominion's 4-8.
Oh man, I'll take a win over Jimmy Madison at anything. Oh yeah, Jimmy's. Yeah, they're 12-13 in the league. With guess who's last place in the league, guys?
Trash.
Monroe.
No,
we're tied with trash right now.
Yeah, they have the edge on overall wins. They have 14 wins overall. We have 9. They have 14.
Their schedule is front loaded with trash.
They are.
So is ours.
I don't even remember who we started with. But yeah,
exactly.
so I guess 2 winnable games on the road. That would be a good start, right? If we can get a couple of wins against Jimmy and Old Dominion, it doesn't matter. We're gonna have a losing record. It's mathematically impossible to have a winning record.
So sad.
And then we have 4 games against trash Jimmy
again.
We get Jimmy and
part
ODU
2
again. All right, so we have a good chance. We could go on a 6-game win streak here, guys.
Coastal's actually pretty good. They're 7-6 in the league.
We go on a 5-1 win streak, guys.
I mean, literally
5-1.
It's a silver platter in front of Hayes.
Right.
Should be easy for him to get.
It was. Did
the
Sun Belt actually give us an attractive schedule to end the season?
But you did.
4 games at home, 3 very winnable games. All right.
I was looking at that the other week. I was like, damn, we got 4 home games to close out. That's kind of nice. That's a little gift.
You mentioned silver platter. Anybody think that Old Dominion logo looks like a shrimp cocktail plate?
The crown.
Have you had dinner yet?
No, I haven't. But I don't care how much.
Do you see shrimp hanging off of it?
I don't care how much I eat. I can always go for a shrimp cocktail.
Shrimp cocktail's great. Yeah, I will just eat that as full as I can be, and I'll just be like, but I don't like the cocktail part. I just eat the shrimp.
Man, you got to get a good horseradishy cocktail sauce.
I like all of the ingredients in a cocktail sauce. and do not like them together. It's like rancid to me. I'm like, I love all of the parts of this, but the sum of its parts is garbage.
No, I like that horse ride. I want that burn to come from like the back of my nose and go through my eyeballs, and like, yeah, that's the good stuff right there.
Well, when I do oysters, raw oysters, a lot of people put cocktail sauce on those. I just do a ton of horseradish, like just straight horseradish. That's what I like. So
I would rather eat straight horseradish than eat a raw oyster.
I do raw oyster with some.
I do raw oysters,
horseradish on it, and then some places give you that like yellow, oily, some kind of sauce. I don't know what it is, but I pour that on it too because that's good. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
but it's
well,
yummy.
if I was hungry, we've lost all that.
You don't like boogers? You don't like sea boogers?
Go back to looking at the Old Dominion logo and all those shrimp hanging over.
Shrimp. Yeah, there we go.
Hello, Scrimpy Doos.
So speaking of these last 4 games, I tossed an idea out. I think we need to make a push to get some State of Atlanta people out to one of these last 4 home games. Like, kind of do it up. Maybe do an actual real tailgate and have some fun. Some SOA love. SOA love.
Definitely. We have some initial results on what day would be best.
I put a poll out into our Patreon group chat, and right now Trash, which was on next Thursday, and Old Dominion, the last game on a Friday, are tied. I really figured that Saturday Jimmy Madison game would be the number 1, but I think that has the lowest votes actually.
A lot of people probably just want their weekends for themselves.
Yeah,
I don't want to waste my weekend watching crappy Georgia State.
I mean, Friday night could be fun. We could all hit up like Halfway Crooks after the game too. You know,
that's because it's a
7:30
game.
Going. Yeah.
So yeah, well, either I mean, Trash would be a good one because it's always fun to go root against Trash. That'd be a good game to get people out too. But either that one or Old Dominion. But hell, I'll be at all 4 of them. I think I'll be at all 4 of them. So we should do it up. It works out well though. By the Saturday game, the Jimmy Madison game is the hardest one for me to actually make it to. So the fact that everybody wants to do either Trash or Old Dominion, we could do cocktail. We could do shrimp cocktail.
We could do shrimp cocktail in the parking lot
at our tailgate. You know. All right.
I'm in.
Yes. All right. What else we got?
No idea.
You tell us. How's the baseball stadium?
There's a lone crane operator doing stuff. I know it's supposed to be like the stadium is supposed to be built by football season, which makes no sense to me. That seems
way too fast.
Weirdly rapid. Yeah. Do they have to like run like water lines and everything under like?
Oh yeah.
Where are they getting that from? Like, are there old like sewer lines like run through like underneath old AFC? I don't know. All right. No, this is not Georgia State related, but it's kind of in the realm. Okay. Oh, and actually, there is one thing. Atlanta United Georgia State game, March 7th. They're giving out flags. Georgia State branded Atlanta United flags.
Nice. We made it.
The home opener for Atlanta United. So, Tim, I know you'll be there.
I will be there. I don't think I get the freebie though. I think I have to buy another ticket to get it.
No, it says purchase the Atlanta United and Georgia State flag and pick up.
So just get it.
Just buy the flag. Yeah, I'll take one. I'll take one, please. So yeah, I know. So we have another move up to FBS from FCS ranks, a powerhouse.
Good for them.
North Dakota State is joining the Mountain West as a football-only member. But here's the thing that got me. This was announced, 2 days ago, and it's happening this season. There's no waiting around next season. There's no 2 season. They're moving up this season. Like, I would have to imagine whatever conference North Dakota State was already in had their schedules already made. Everyone else has published them, and
I guess they're just like, whatever, it's FCS, who cares?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, they're moving. But so they're paying, North Dakota State's paying Mountain West $12 million to join the conference. And that's in addition to the $5 million move up fee to the NCAA.
Someone's got some deep pockets up in North Dakota.
I think they're seeing the writing on the wall with the change in the divisions of college football, and all right, we got to get into FBS before this thing all comes crashing down. So that's crazy to me. That's just wild.
It is wild, but I mean, like they had won this thing 10 of the last 14 times.
And I think the
crazy stat.
the other time was South Dakota State.
Right. So, I mean, are they a good team? Yeah. Are they in the market that people want to go to? No. But I'll be curious how well they do in the Mountain West. Like, will they compete day one or will they struggle?
I mean, that's North Dakota State was one of those teams that no FBS team really wanted to schedule.
Yeah. Are
Even
they
the big boys.
Jackrabbits?
What a great name.
It's a good one. It's a really good one.
What a great mascot. What I mean, like, yeah, we can talk more about that mascot name in last call because I have some other ideas about that. But
it's a good one.
Wait, no, it was South Dakota State. South Dakota State is the Jackrabbits.
I knew one of them was.
They're the Bison.
Bison's a good one too. Those North and South Dakota schools have pretty good ones because also North Dakota has Fightin' Sioux. I think the North Dakota is the Fightin' Sioux, which is another good one.
Yeah.
I
just hope they keep South Dakota on their schedule because, like, they have a epic. I mean, I think game day goes to this rivalry game. I mean, I hope they keep them as like their FCS team forever. You know, like, why would you give that up?
That's what I wanted to do with Trash. I wanted to keep Trash as our FCS team forever.
That would have been funny, but man, we probably would have lost.
Well,
yeah. We
won't talk about that at all.
But yeah, that's cool that they're moving up. I mean,
it's interesting.
You know, Mountain West, like, I guess they could have gone to the Pac, but there's no way Pac would take some team from FCS.
No, Pac was very clear on not doing any FCS. They're still trying to maintain that they're better than all the other group conferences. And I don't see how you can say that. They don't really have those big of brands or that history.
They will have just as good of a chance as all of us do.
Yeah. Oh, wait,
they are one of us.
Fattening up that G6 when we roll out and become the next FCS.
Yeah. I was talking to ChatGPT today about, because I still believe that, people talk about the Big Ten and the SEC just breaking away and doing their own thing. And I say it's not going to be that. It's going to be the top 7 teams from the SEC, the top 7 teams of the Big Ten, and then your Notre Dame and whatever else, you get out there, Clemson and Florida State. So I was talking about it, and I was like, all right, so what are the teams you're going to leave? And it said which team's going to leave. And I'm like, all right, so what does that put Georgia State in? What does Georgia State look like? And it had us in a conference with like Virginia Tech and NC State and Wake Forest.
ChatGPT, keep talking to me.
It still had Appy and Coastal and Trash or whatever.
I like it. Still, I like all of that.
But that sounds like a fun conference to be in.
Sounds
this.
Great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Did you tell ChatGPT to make that happen?
He's like, yes. Make it so.
I'm on it.
AI overlords, do my bidding. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Get back in these. I think that's one of the cool things about these top 20 to 30 teams breaking off and doing their whole thing is all those other power teams that will now have to be stuck playing with the low life that we are in the group conferences. And I think that's awesome.
It could be our ticket to obviously getting better teams in a conference, right? Like, hey, Atlanta, Market. Although, where did it have Georgia Tech? I'm just curious.
It pretty much had nobody in the ACC making the jump. It was Florida State and Clemson were the only two that had. Like, it didn't even have like UNC doing that. So, but I think that I think if football does that, basketball will do some variation of it as well.
You know what? The interesting thing though is to see what a new league, if there is one, like there's been such a backlash with NIL and all the transfers and all the other stuff. Like it seems like they would be like, well, hey, let's compete with the big boys who wanted to do all this stuff and who people claim have ruined college sports. Hey, let's go back to our roots, right? Let's like revert some of these rules back to where they were. So, I mean, I don't love that, but I could see it happening.
I love it.
I'm excited. I want them to go. Right now, they're just doing their own thing and they're just dragging everything else. The group conferences and their own crappy teams in their own conferences, just dragging them all along. Mm-hmm. No, just leave. Georgia, leave. Ohio State, leave. USC, leave. Just go do your own thing, and then let us have college football back. I think it'd be great.
We do still have college football.
We have college football in its
different
current
brand
iteration.
of college football. Yeah.
I want.
Is it that
real
much
college
different?
football.
Like when you go watch a game, if you go watch a game, would you be like, man, things have changed? Like just watching a game.
In the stands, just watching a game, I think that the game on the field is obviously there's a talent disparity, but I think that part's fine.
That's what it is. That's what the sport is.
But the opportunity to actually have like real competition,
growing players year over year, all of that. Although I still feel even if this all breaks apart, whatever the other thing is called, we'll find players even from Georgia State and be like, okay, we want that.
Yeah.
Take them.
But see that maybe there's, Ryan says all the time, contracts. Maybe there's something set up where, if Georgia wants to come poach a player from Georgia State, there's some kind of, buyout or something like they do in European soccer and stuff,
That's what they need to do. I don't understand why they don't.
Maybe the rest of us for like whatever guides or governs, whatever will be left in, put some like multi-million-dollar, okay, if you want a player from Georgia State in this whatever conference we're in now, you owe the league $2 million.
Yeah, you owe the school. You got to pay the development of that player. That kid came in there. We spent 2 years developing this player, coaching him up, fattening him up, muscling him up. Now you're ready for him. All right, you're going to pay the price to take him there. Should he want to go? Obviously, we're not just like, I think difference in college sports than like NFL is going to be, as long as the academics is associated to it, you can't just uproot a kid and say, nope, you're going to this school now because they gave us a bunch of money, right?
Right.
It's different when you're fully employed. I guess if they're fully employed, it doesn't. How long does the academics part even stay part of college sports? When does that go away? Does it go away?
I don't think it goes away.
It's already gone away. What are you talking about?
Even
what are we talking about? It's already gone away.
It's still there.
It's gone away since before my time. Since before I would lived.
They enroll. They go to class. They take tests.
Do they?
They go to.
I know they enroll, but do they go to class?
Actually, I think nowadays a lot of it is. I think online. A lot of it is in classes. I think a whole lot of it's online classes. For
online classes.
Yeah.
So they pre-register them into classes only they can
But I'm
take.
saying like the mirage. How long does the mirage of being a student athlete last?
I don't give a shit about a mirage. Why do I care? What do I care about a mirage? I'd rather you just be honest and be like, "Hey, we're here to play sports. Cool. I'm here to watch sports. It's great. I'm not here to watch you do math. I'm here to watch you play sports."
I don't know. Then Ryan, it's kind of weird. Like, what's the tie to the university anymore?
Right. Exactly.
There hasn't been one. It's a sponsorship. It's a marketing arm of the university. I think that's the most value I would say it adds to university. And we've been saying that for years, right? But like
the NFL should just start a league for people coming out of high school.
they don't need one. They have the colleges doing it themselves.
Well.
So, yeah. No, I'm with both of you guys. I think that I like the aspect of it being a student athlete, and I also acknowledge that fell away a long time ago, but it should be part of it. That's
we should at least fake it.
Yeah,
that's what we've been doing, right? We're faking it right now.
I had college athletes in one of my classes last semester, golf player.
I do think at some point soon, I don't know when, they should just make the school portion optional. Like, hey, if you want school, it's here. You can go to class, we'll give you a scholarship, whatever. Like, you won't pay for it. If you don't want to do that, you just want to play football, great. You don't get any of that stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the cool thing about, legit college student athlete stuff was, you go play, you have a blast playing football for a few years, or basketball, whatever sport it is. But at the same time, you're getting education, because more than likely you're not going to go play professional sports. And now you can get an education. You can fall back on something. I mean, like, there's not a single football player you talk to that's going to tell you that their expectation is to not play at the next level, to play on Sundays. They're all going to tell you that. Every single one of them is going to say that, whether or not they have a chance at all. And man, like you have this opportunity to get an education and go on and do something else, and it's free. Everyone in the world is talking about everyone in the country is talking about all these student debt and stuff like that. These guys get a chance to get whatever education they want and walk out owing zero and having played and hell, the NIL thing, having made some coin. Even the worst players are still getting something at this point. I say worst players, the least best.
I like if you get to the point where it's school's optional, do you give them the cash value of what that would have been, or you just like no, you don't get any of that?
No. Don't give them the cash value.
It's here if you want it. It's here if you want it, but if you don't have to do it.
Yeah, but don't take that out of their. I guess it's the same thing you're saying. Don't be like, oh, we're gonna give you $100,000
because you didn't go to class.
Because you didn't go to class. Yeah.
Every student athlete.
We're gonna charge you. We're gonna charge you $60,000. Like, yeah, you're gonna pay. We're paying $100,000, but we're gonna charge you $60,000 for classes. No, let the scholarship be the scholarship.
But I do think when the whole split happens, right? I think you'll see that people that will in our league will still want to go to school. I think they'll still want to do that too in the upper echelon, whatever you want to call it, whatever it's going to be called, the Super League. You'll still have kids that probably want to get the education, that want that money. Given to them and free education, free ride. But I think you'll see a lot of people opting out as well.
Yeah.
That just want to play football and make a bunch of money.
A lot of future car salesmen out there, right? Insurance agents. Insurance agent, probably have a degree for insurance agent. Crap for a car salesman. My dad did it. Shit for a degree. All right. I think that is
Anything else?
Closing note for not really. Tulane hates Coach Hunter, but that's about it. Tulane fans.
Last call.
Tulane fans hate Coach Hunter. Yep. All right, cool. Speaking of, you want to roll us out?
Yeah, sure. Thanks so much for listening. We're going to take a quick break here. I definitely need another beverage. I am out. I drank way too fast. We're going to head over to Last Call. If you like what you heard or you didn't, join our Patreon at patreon.com/State of Atlanta. You get live streaming access to Last Call, discounts on merch, bevs at tailgates, maybe some shrimp cocktail. I don't know. We'll see. We're not sure yet. $5. I still think that's all it takes to support us. It's all it takes, guys. We love you. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Peace.